Welcome back to the Batcave, Chronic Argonauts. That was a cool term I learned from the Time Machine Project website. I'm hoping to join that little club, but they haven't responded back yet. Anyway, you may remember back in episode 4, I showed you the Time Machine key that I had made for the Time Machine console. Ooh la la, there it is. Now, this was done very simply by taking a plastic paintbrush, ripping out the bristles on one end to give myself an opening, and then cutting off the tip. I used the dowel rod, sharpened it down to give it a point, and then I also attached a faceted crystal ball, which is a pendant crystal ball. So what I did was I attached a string to the end of it and pulled it all the way through, so there was a tension there, and when I fixed the dowel rod, it's actually keeping it in place. Again, a little hot melt glue gives it a little bit of an edge, and painting it brass. To give the marble effect, I simply searched on Google for marble prints, green marble, printed it out on label paper, and to give it this nice sheen, I actually just simply used packing tape. So, there's my key for the Time Machine, and now I'm here to tell you that was a piece of shit. After I built the chair, I realized, boy, I really need to step up my game, and this thing really needs to look good. So, I put my noggin on to work, and I started working on a new Time Machine key. What it is I went to Lowe's and I found a wooden leg, which is about maybe 6 inches long, had a nice tapered effect with a brass tip at the bottom, and it also had the screw tip so you can screw it into whatever table surface you want. Well, I was able to modify that, and here you go, the new and improved Time Machine key, and dare I say it, this is what it really needed to look like. It's got good weight, it still has the original crystal that I purchased, and it's actually going to function as a key in the console. What I did is I used the very tip, you may see, is a stereo plug. Now that stereo plug, what I did was I just simply, with soldering, I closed the circuit. So what's going to happen is when I insert it into the Time Machine console, I'm actually going to be turning something on. I don't know if it's going to be lights, I don't know if it's going to be the time dish yet. Either way, this is going to be actual one of the keys that's going to be working the Time Machine, so I'm very excited about that. So this thing just turned out completely awesome. Now again, simply this is just a piece of wood. I had to bore out the bottom, and so I could insert the plug. Once I did that, I kept this tip. Now this was the bottom part of the leg right here, which was facing the bit that was the foot. So I was able to reuse most of this. I just printed the top brass. And again, I printed out my marble paper off of Google, just search green marble. But this time, instead of using the packing tape, I actually painted it with polyurethane, which gave it a wonderful shine. So, once again, here's your new and improved Time Machine key. Yes, very happy about this. Can't wait to see this in action. So, let me show you some other updates that I've been working on. I'm going to have to move over to the bar where I have the Time console. Welcome to the Galvin Bar. What can I serve for you? Anyway, here's my new Time console. You may remember in an earlier episode I showed you that I was able to get a hold of this pipe, and I've already cut down the sides, so I've got to the length. It's going to be 18 inches wide. And what I'm going to do is then I'm going to have some glass globes on either side, and of course it is completely hollow. And I'm going to be able to put in all the workings in that. Now you may notice I've already started to place out where things are going to go. Here's the time display, and my dad was able to get me these two great keyholes here. Now you may remember the original Time Machine did not have keyholes, but I need to turn things on and off on the Time Machine, and I thought what a great way to make this look more authentic by getting these great brass keys. Probably can't see that very well. Anyway, they will go in here, and I'll be able to turn things on and off along with the Time Machine key. The Time Machine key is only going to operate but one item. I'm going to have a switch for different things, for different lights and different dishes. Another thing that we got here is the industrial light cage. It has been officially mounted on a bulb. You may be wondering why a bulb. Well, on the top of the time relay, the thing that's going to support the dish, there is the industrial light, and it's on a globe. Well, I bought two bowls, and I'm going to sandwich them together. One's going to come from underneath, one's going to come from the top, and that's going to hide the mechanisms of the spinning for the dish. So that's going to be good. So now all I did to mount this on here was use two pop rivets inside Very cool. So that's turning out very nice. My latest thing that I just built is going to be what's on the very tip of the 3/4 inch steel rod, which is going to be driving the time machine. This is going to be the dish that's going to be facing everyone. This is going to be basically, it's going to be right behind my head. You may or may not see it. But anyway, to accomplish this, you may be wondering where I found a brass case like this. Well, I simply went to my local dollar store and picked up these dollar plates. Anyway, these were a pack of 8 for $1, and it was just the right size. They're plastic, and all I did was sandwich them together, glue them together. To get the print, I just simply found a print online that I liked, a nice Victorian rosette kind of look, and gave it an embossed look, printed on label paper again, stuck it to the plastic plate, and then again polyurethane gives it a great shine, and then just glued another one to the back. I thickened it up with a little bit of foam board, and so it's going to stick right onto the end of my time rod. Anyway, so, well, that's all I have for you for now. Be looking out for further installments in the future. So we're going to get this thing wrapped up, hopefully have it created by Halloween. Alright? Take care and see you on the next installment of the Time Machine Project.